Hi everyone, I am Ana Zahra. I am your host for tonight's GrowCast show, episode 83. Today I have here with me a real estate consultant, Samuel Prakash, who will be sharing with us his insights on the property market. So, hi Samuel.
Yes, hi.
How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
So how do I address you, Samuel or Sam?
You can call me Sam.
Okay, so I will be asking you a list of questions.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So what actually inspired you to be a real estate consultant, and how long have you been in this industry?
Okay, basically, I've been in the industry since 2012, so that's about 13 years.
Wow,
And what inspired me is basically actually meeting people, looking at houses. Actually, I just love what I do. So it's quite surprising. I've been doing this for this long. I really love my job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so the property market is always evolving. So
Right.
how do you have you seen it change over the years?
Okay, so back then, it was actually much easier, and properties were much cheaper as well. And it was actually very easy to buy
Yeah.
compared to now.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about evolving, right, of course, the prices have really gone northwards.
Mm-hmm.
And eligibility wise also, it's not as easy as before to buy a property, even your first property.
Yeah.
And if you want to buy second property or subsequent property, you actually have to pay really high buyer stamp duty. Yeah, and also for foreigners, it's been compared to the past, it's been actually much more difficult to enter the Singapore market. Yeah.
Okay, for sure, yeah. Okay, so then so you specialize in like assisting homeowners to right size or upgrade in Singapore. Okay. Why does right sizing has a major impact on homeowners or families?
Okay, most of my clients actually, when they call me to sell their properties, they're actually looking for bigger properties. So basically, when they call me, right, when they bought their property actually earlier on, they bought it like husband and wife, their matrimonial home. And after 5-6 years, they have 2-3 kids. Then they have the helper. Sometimes the parents are moving in, and then there's a need for space lah. Or the other thing is their children's needs, like the school, convenience, or near their parents' place. So they actually have to move to a bigger space that suits their needs after a period of time. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's true for most cases, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then in that case, right, like, so what do you think are the biggest challenges homeowners face when they upgrade their homes?
I think the biggest challenge is probably the finance part. So a lot of them, when they want to upgrade, they don't do a proper financial calculation, or they don't plan in advance in terms of how much the loan they're going to take and all these things. So I think the financial part, you really need a good agent who can advise you on taking your loans and what to do so that you can plan earlier for your upgrade, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like what you said, that will also create fear, right? So I think many people would then have this fear that, okay, they have to tap into their personal savings
Yes, that's right.
in order to afford a bigger home. So logically speaking, so what is your advice on making a financial sustainable upgrade?
Okay, basically, when you upgrade, right, it's quite common that you, of course, it's just like when you buy, let's say a bigger car, you got to spend more maintaining it. So likewise for property, right, when you upgrade to a bigger property, you need to see how much. If you don't want to touch your savings, then you need to do a proper calculation as to how much you are cashing out from your current property, how much of CPF you have, and how much of loan you're taking. Got to sum this all up and actually buy your next property. if you don't want to touch your savings. So to do that, normally I meet up with my clients and I run through a full financial statement with them so that they can understand how much they need to pay for the next house upfront, and how much. The other thing is also the monthly mortgage, how much they're paying each month. So this will really matter because you don't want to be financially burdened after upgrading. So this is something that all upgraders need to look into, right?
Okay, that makes sense. So when you talk about financially, so then how do you help your clients, to maximize their purchasing or add value to their home that they purchase?
Okay, when I step in, basically, when I meet my clients, right, I hear their needs and I do a detailed financial calculation for them. Okay, so when I calculate everything, and if there's something missing, normally I will advise them based on the loans and all these things. So I've got my own network of bankers, lawyers, and all these professionals who can actually come in and also help my clients at the same time. Yeah, so I think the network part that the agent has is also very important.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure you have met a lot of clients who are looking to upgrade in their homes.
Right.
So when you have this, right, like what is the number one common mistake that homeowners make when they seek to upgrade their home?
Number one mistake, there's two aspects. Like I said earlier, one is the finance, okay, and the other one is actually the timeline. So, in Singapore, right, most of the time, most of us use CPF to buy our properties. Yeah. So when you want to buy a property, you also need your CPF that is locked in your current house. So you need to sell and buy, right? So you actually need to use the CPF from the current house to your next house, and there is some timeline and procedures that are involved. So most of them tend to overlook all this. And also, after you sell, where you're going to stay, right? So the temporary accommodation, the finance, the CPF, and ensuring a smooth transition from the current place to your next place. These are the mistakes most upgraders make. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. That is like the really good insights from you, Samuel. So thank you for that. And that was part 1 of our episode. We will be back for part 2 real shortly. Welcome back, everyone, to part 2, and let's jump right back in to where we left off. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Okay, so we're gonna ask the next set of questions. Okay, many Singaporeans, right, they are confused as to upgrade to a private property or a bigger HDB. So what is your advice or your take on this?
This is a very common confusion that most of my clients also come and say, hey Sam, should I go to a HDB or move to a condo? So basically, there's no right or wrong answer. So if your finances allow you and you wish for an upgrade in lifestyle and you actually want to move to a private property or looking more for long-term capital gains, then it's better to go for condo. If you're looking more for size and you still prefer not taking too much of a loan, and you need the size and you want somewhere that and you want, of course, the government benefits and all, then you can move to a bigger HDB. Yeah. So you can go to either one. There's no right or wrong.
Okay, that's good. So, can you share with me a success story of a client of yours who thought that upgrading would be impossible, but you made it work?
Okay. So there's a few. Let me think. Okay. So one of them, right? They actually were staying in a 2-room flat. Okay, they were 2-room flat because back then, the husband, his health was not so good. So he wasn't working, the wife was working, and they had 2 kids, still very young. So they were actually staying in a 2-room flat. Then after 5 years MOP already, right? Then they called me. Then husband still not working, wife working. And then the kids a bit bigger already. So 1 girl, 1 boy. Then they realize need space for them. They need a room each, or due to their needs lah. Okay, and also they wanted to shift nearer to the parents' place so that the parents can also take care of the children, because the husband is going in and out of hospital most of the time. So they wanted to upgrade to a slightly bigger flat, possibly a 4-room flat, which most agents that they met told them they actually can't go to a 4-room flat. So they met me. I tried my best to actually help them to move to a 3-room flat, but somehow I managed to get a house that has 3 bedrooms, and then they actually moved to a 4-room flat. That was during the COVID period lah. So it's actually a lucky time, because if it's like now, it will be a bit difficult. But at that time, right? By grace, they managed to upgrade. And actually, I was actually looking around with the help of my banker as well. Managed to get the loan that they want. And of course, the house that they bought, the seller was kind enough to actually give the house at a slightly below valuation price to them. So they managed to upgrade lah. So it depends actually how you want to. You can actually upgrade lah. It just takes a bit more of effort and willpower. Yeah.
Wow, that's such a moving story. So you must have felt really good that you are able to help this client.
Of course. The satisfaction is there. I mean, end of the day, when the job is done, right? When you help a family, the satisfaction there is actually priceless. Because they really they are very appreciative. So when you think of helping, going beyond what your job scope or your business, right? It gives me a sense of contentment. Yeah. So that's like most of the stories. They still we become they are not clients anymore. We become like family, friends. So there's a better connection, and then they start referring clients and all these things. So when you do good to others, good will come back to you lah. That's what I believe.
So then that would bring me to my next question, which is like, what is the most rewarding part of your job?
Most rewarding. Okay, first thing, I love what I do. Second thing, actually, I before working in this line, right, I don't really talk or get to know get to know people and all these lah. So once when it comes to a job, right, so I was like, the starting part, I was like, I have to talk to people, no choice, I have to hear them out and meet people and all these things. But later on, as time goes, it became normal already lah. Then it's actually a nice feeling. So I get to know a lot of people, meet them, talk to them, and then get referred to their family. Then talk. Then clients become friends. I think that's the best part. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Okay. So then right, for those people who have a plan to or have the intention to upgrade, how can they start planning from today? Okay.
I advise my clients, right, to meet me earlier. Start planning early, because you are planning for an asset, which is probably the most expensive asset that you going to have, your family is going to have. So start planning early. So at least maybe I would recommend at least 2 to 3 years earlier, so that you can keep in check your finance and your plans, because it takes a lot of discipline. So when I meet them, if possible, I try to curate a plan for them, and they have to be disciplined enough to actually follow the plan. And once if you are disciplined enough to follow the plan and you don't lose hope, you eventually can upgrade very comfortably. That's what I believe.
Yeah, planning is key.
Planning is key, definitely. Definitely.
Okay. So where can then people reach you if they want expert guidance or a tailor-made plan based on their own property needs?
Okay, fastest way is WhatsApp 90882937, or they can call me. They also can reach me at my Facebook, Sam Prakash, or Instagram. Yeah. But the fastest way will be WhatsApp. Normally I will get in touch with I'll get in touch with you in less than 24 hours normally. And then I will book an appointment, and then I will come down, and then I will listen to your needs first, pen down everything, and see how I can help you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. I think most of us want that.
Yes.
Be very nice. So, okay, I'm going to ask you like a comparison question, okay?
Yeah.
If you want to talk about 99-year-old landed versus a 999-year condo, so which is better?
Okay. Again, there is no right or wrong answer. 99-year leasehold condos, right, are still doing well. Like Villa Word in Choa Chu Kang and Loyang Villas in Pasir Ris, they are all still doing well, and they have actually experienced a surge in price, in capital appreciation over the years. So if you're looking more for space and your budget is tight, then it's actually a good move to go for 99-year leasehold landed. But if you have the budget, then definitely 999-year lease or freehold landed properties will be a better choice, because you have a freehold land and you don't have a balance lease restriction. So it ultimately depends on the client's budget and what they are looking for, basically. Yeah, most of the time it comes to budget, because most of the people, right, they fall into the 2 to 4 mil bracket, you see. So it becomes very tricky there. Yeah, so they have to see the size, the location, and their needs, and then plan accordingly.
Yeah, I think whatever you want to do, budget always plays an important role.
Yes, correct. Correct. And make sure that there is no financial burden later on, you see.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. But so then, is it worth to buy landed properties in the outskirt areas of Singapore, like Bukit Batok, Choa Chu Kang, Woodlands, or even Loyang?
Yes, definitely. Because regardless of the tenure, right, landed properties normally over time, even HDB landed properties, they see a significant increase in price. You see, because number one, they are scarce, and number two is because most of us live in high-rise buildings, condos or HDBs. So landed is more of scarcity and something that you don't really you really got to work towards owning one. Yeah, so price will usually shoot up, and also statistics wise, right? You can see over the past statistics over the past 10 years till now, the prices of landed property is only going up only. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, it's always going up.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the last question.
Okay.
Why is it that EC is guaranteed to make money no matter what?
Okay. ECs, there's no 100% guarantee, but technically, just like BTOs, brand new ECs, right? You buy actually from HDB. So when you buy from government, you are getting, it's already subsidized. So buying something that's subsidized gives you almost guaranteed returns, just like BTO. So same goes with ECs. So normally when you take ECs and private condos, you're actually buying ECs at a discounted rate because of the government subsidy, because it's a hybrid technically. So when the EC reaches its MOP, or even better, once it reaches 10 years, it becomes privatized, you can definitely sell at a profit higher than other private properties lah. Yeah, but it really depends on the market as well, but it was still going to be a positive sale. Yeah, regardless.
Okay. Wow, that's great. Okay, thank you so much, Sam,
Most
really,
welcome.
for that. It's a very good insight you have for property, the market in the property. So thank you so much for everyone. And this is episode 83 on GrowCast show. So I'm Ana Zahra, and I'll hope to see you again. Thank you.